gentlemen, Gungans, droids, and all of you folks out there that unfortunately didn't have the high ground and you paid the sad consequences. Welcome to today's video where we are going to be opening up some old wounds, or for those that maybe never experienced one, we're going to be going into the ancient text today as we talk about a big question I have been getting lately. This has been a pretty hype thing for the past few weeks, and not a lot of conversation has been really swirling around it, which probably says something in and of itself. But today we're talking about Daddy Darth Vader. How is the focused Datacron for Darth freaking Vader? Everyone's saying, dude, you gotta drop it. Like, on the paper, it sounded pretty cool, but in action, what is it looking like? That's what we're going to talk about today. I think I can tell you straight and simple right here, right now, if you want to save yourself the 10+ minute video, whatever we're going to do today. This is not going to be like the good old days of Darth Vader. For those that don't know, let's pull up some ancient text. Actually, before we do that, we are talking about Datacrons today. I didn't make a video on this, but last week I updated my Datacron spreadsheet, or my ultimate spreadsheet, upgrading the Datacron tab. Cosmic Plunder has been added. This is what I'm going to be generally following for this season of Datacrons. Hopefully you guys had the spreadsheet already, and you knew that without me telling it. And if you didn't know, well, now you know. But anyways, oh man, this was Darth Vader at his prime, at his peak, pre-Great Nerf of 2021. You might be like, oh, it's a Datacron. Nope. No Datacrons needed for Darth Vader to take on not even just Galactic Legendary, a variety of Galactic Legends out there. The free-to-play hero, the ultimate theory crafting, in my opinion, Star Wars Galaxy has ever had. And you know what the response was to Darth Vader kicking GL butt? He got nerfed almost into oblivion. And on top of that, even though they said it was for the sake of balance, we had to preserve balance in Galaxy Heroes, they then turn around and sell you Datacron. So, oh boy, painful wounds. But people have been yearning to get back to these days. And, you know, we've had glimpses, for example, you know, we've had Datacrons that kind of brought Vader back to some degree of that power. And people are hoping that this new focus Datacron will do the trick, and I'm going to tell you, I don't think so. Here's what we got. We got a bunch of teams just floating around. We're going to get down to it. I cranked up the stats on all of my characters to the max here. We're not goofing around. We're making sure we got fast characters, big damage, huge survivability to keep our guys alive here, big offense games from Snowtrooper. I wish I was able to compose my own team instead of being forced to via this focus Datacron. One more positive thing before we hop into gameplay. The focus Datacron progression feels a lot better than before, a lot cheaper in terms of the Datacron materials. The credits are still the same, but I feel like I'm able to put them together without putting myself at a massive disadvantage for the other important Datacrons here. But anyways, let's hop in. Let me show you what we're able to do with this. Well, we're just basically going to run through some testing. I'm not saying we're going to be beating all these guys, but I just want to show you what it looks like here. Now, unfortunately, I hate getting the ability block on Leia because she's going to do her basic, get retribution. Everyone's going to counterattack, start cleansing, and losing ability blocks. A bit unfortunate. But anyways, let's just get down to business. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and just drop some of this Force Crush over here. Let's just all in on Leia. We're going to try to knock her out ASAP. Drop some ability blocks over here. Drop me another one over there. Get me one more here. And I'm going to just drop some more Force Crush action. I want to get those dots stacking up ASAP here. Now, the good thing about this, since Vader can't die, well, you can then basically just mark down Vader and you're good to go. The big problem is, however, is that, well, Leia kind of ignores that. But for other teams, it's going to be a bit more helpful. What I'm going to do for right now, drop an AoE, do our thing, and now we're going to keep focusing all in on Leia. We need to get her down fast. Now, Snowtrooper, we might have a bit of a difficult time. But Snowtrooper, in a normal scenario when we're not having issues, Snowtrooper's going to be hitting pretty darn hard. Now, this is the problem. I do not like this retribution. But here, I'm just going to mark down Darth Vader for the fun of it. But it's cool that Darth Vader can't die, right? It's pretty nifty, I would say. Let's go ahead. Let's just do an AoE here. Get that retribution off of Leia. We need to go all in on Leia. We're going to lose someone. Vader takes a bonus turn. However, it says it resets all of his cooldowns. Whatever allies Darth Vader dispels, well, I guess the problem is we're up against Leia. So we're not able to reset cooldowns up against Leia. So a bit of an issue. What I'm going to do for right now, just going to drop a basic. Let's just try to keep working down it. Everyone's under stealth anyways. And another one bites at us. Okay. Let's see what I can try to do. For right now, here's what I'm feeling. Let's just drop a basic for right now. I want to try to get a big hit on Leia setup. Let's go ahead. Drop a Force Crush. See again. Vader can't die. Cool stuff, right? Yeah, still having a hard time cracking through her. And, you know, it's not like we even have a great Datacron that we're fighting. And I'm going to even fight non-Datacron stuff. Still not feeling that high-level firepower. Let's see. Basic. Come on, let's try to get her down. There we go. She's in the yellow. Come on, hang on tight, baby. Hang on tight. Come on. Vader's getting stunned. I wish he wasn't able to get manhandled. That's the biggest thing that's super annoying, is that he still can get stunned. Like, if they were going to do it like this, where I'm forced to use this lineup, I would have loved if he was like a straight-up juggernaut. You can't ability block him. You can't stun him, do anything. Like, no debuffs whatsoever. Yeah. Now, I tried this a few times going after Drogon. I can kill off Drogon, but he ends up getting revived by Jin. So it's like, yeah, well, here, we got one more final stand. Yeah, you know what? Here, go for it. Let's just... Yeah, he's going to still... Yeah, you bunch of jerks. Bunch of jerks. And GG's at this point. Well, I have this raid team over here. I even have the Datacron turned off. And you know it's going to be a lot more annoying in Great Arena. You're going to get Omicrons. You're going to get Barris, Datacrons or whatever. High defense, high health, high protection. I think the biggest problem that I'm having is that I don't really like that I have to use Stark, Snowtrooper, Veers. It doesn't feel right. I wish, again, Vader just had the Datacron, and I could put whatever team I wanted together. If I want to put Watt, Thrawn, Probe Droid back, it let me. Unfortunately, it just feels like most of these guys are kind of holding me back. We got to get the crit damage immunity off, so that way we can get rid of the inspiration on Rey. Otherwise, she is going to ramp up like crazy. All right, turn order tracker is busted. Okay, Vader's going to get rocketed rolling here. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and just drop a Force Crush here. Drop me a Bazik right here. There we go. We got them all under control, Baby Joe. Let's see if I can maybe... Cal's kind of a massive annoyance on this particular lineup. Here, let's just keep buttering him up in the meantime. Keep dropping more dots. Nicely done. And again, we're not fighting any Datacron right now, so I need you guys to keep that in mind here, yeah? All right, let's just do this. Let's just do a buff the spell over on Rey. See what I can do. Let's see if we can try to send this over. It's cool seeing Vader assist. It really is. Now, Snowtrooper with all this Emperor's Trap could do a pretty decent job here. And now we could drop a mark over here. But also, it could be a better option. Even though the Terminator all looks completely wacky right now, Rey's coming up close. If I can remove Terminator off of Rey, we could try to hold her down as long as possible. You know, let's see if we can try to... Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. Whatever. Let's see. Can I... There we go. Pulled back her Terminator a little bit. I'm going to keep trying to hold her down for a second. Don't want her getting a Terminator. See, look at that. Piet's pulling back the Terminator. Look, you do this. Rey, she just completely fell off the board here. We're in a good spot. I'm just trying to stall out so Vader can go to another Merciless Massacre. Check it out. We have a lot of Emperor's Trap. See, that was good, right? That was nice. That was some good stuff. Now, unfortunately, we have damage immunity on a lot of these folks right now. Again, I'm just going to keep trying to focus on Rey for the moment. And again, there's no 5 million% defenses and 5 million health and protection. This doesn't feel great. I'm hoping that maybe there's a better trick to this, but so far that was a 5-minute battle. I feel like I didn't get anywhere. Like, the characters that I am forced to use don't feel good. Now, I was thinking, all right, maybe SLKR. The problem is Rey's also got a bonus turn cron. And when Vader's trying to do his Merciless Massacre dance, Rey's like, no. And unfortunately, they went straight for Vader this time. Well, that's a whole other problem that we got cooking up right now. Here, let's do this, actually. I haven't had it this way. We're still going to lose everyone. Vader's going to take a turn. We're still holding. Here comes the... well, this is different. When I did it, Vader did the Merciless Massacre because Kylo went for someone else, and I just couldn't even get a Merciless Massacre train going here. All right, let's see. Can I maybe get a turn? Ooh, okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah, and then another stun, and okay. But here's the problem, right? You go in the Merciless Massacre, and then Rey's going to be a jerk here in a second. Yeah, Rey's going to get in there, and... But not happening there. I know how I could fix this if I could put different characters in, right? Like, we all could say, oh, yeah, Probe Droid is honestly the biggest thing that can help this team. Funny enough, that's when Probe Droid was really last useful in this game, too. And I mean, the good thing is Stark is super thick, but he's, thickness only gets you so long when they have the sickness. And we're gonna try one more time. Still no bueno. 85,000 damage. and we still got big problems on our side. So yeah, we're not really getting anywhere here. And I'll show you at the end that you can't swap in characters. Like, I know we all have that intuition, like, oh, I know how to fix it. The CG won't let us fix it. That's the problem. Oh man, all they have to do to make this actually enjoyable don't require all these other guys. Solid win. Now again, we're fighting some top teams, and I'm not trying to say that you can't do anything with this team. The thing is, the stuff that I'm fighting at my neck of the woods, like, these are the teams I need to know if I can beat, and I'm not really feeling that right now. Not really feeling it. All right, let's get down to work, people. Let's go. Yeah, see, Vader's being an idiot now. Yeah, and Vader's being a straight up idiot on that auto. Yeah, he didn't go into merciless stance. Yeah, I got like one more team we could try up against. Like, we can go up against Kenobi. I haven't fought this one yet. I'm trying to think if I can get maybe Vader. What would be like if I can get Vader to beat Queen Amidala. Okay, this is, you know, it's just definitely, I would say this is definitely not the most important Datacron of this season by far. There's way more important ones here. Let's just go do some ability blocks. I don't know, sure. Probably should have targeted Ahsoka Tano with the Force Crush first. All right, go ahead, drop me some of these, Sure, drop me some of those. All right, let's go target Vader. Check this out. Actually, I'm curious how this is going to pan out. Let's just keep rolling with it for a second. Commander Tano is going to try to insta-kill Vader. Not going to happen on my watch here. Now, this could be useful. Okay. There are just much more important Datacrons if you had to pick them up. Especially, and again, we've talked about this before, even if you hate Datacrons, every fiber of your body, there's really no excuse not to get the level 3. Super easy. You don't have to spend any money, any crazy amount of resource to get this level 3. It is one of the most powerful Datacrons this game has ever released. One of the most accessible, most powerful Datacrons. On top of that, the Vader one, I think it's trying to tap into our nostalgia, going back to the good old days of the Darth Vader. And just to show you guys real quick that you can't break this up and put something else in there. Let's go back to that Kenobi lineup real quick. Vader's not happy because his level, what's it called? I'm not even just do basic right now. His level's 15. It's not meeting the requirements. So watch, we're going to just mark down Vader. And this time we will lose Vader himself. And that's why you can't get creative. And that's one thing I really, really dislike. When I feel like we can't theory craft that. It's CG tells us what we can and can't do. Way more important things to put together, like the Scav Ray is going to be really good. The Inquisitors have a very good Datacron. A lot of other fantastic stuff here. We have a lot of cooldown reduction. Maybe the cooldown reduction Datacron is going to be a little bit better for those that don't know what I'm talking about. I believe I have it on my Datacron, don't I? Yeah. Whenever a dark side inflicts at least 4 debuffs in a turn, they have a 10% chance stacking to reduce their cooldowns by 1. So, not saying we can't do good things with Darth Vader. What I am saying, though, is that the focused Datacron's not really providing. This could potentially. If you have this, okay. Maybe Darth Vader could be a little bit more fun, being able to keep reducing his cooldowns over and over again. So, I'm going to wrap it up right there. A little PSA on the FDC. That didn't really rhyme as well as I was hoping for, so great always hanging out with you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you come across something really cool with that Darth Vader Datacron, you let me know. Otherwise, We got a lot of other great stuff to experiment with those Datacrons, if that's your cup of tea. Leave that like, comment down below. Make sure you always have the high ground, and more importantly, until we meet again, always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today.
It's great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.